Hi Taurus, here is your love reading for the month of March going into April, okay? I have already pre-shuffled and laid out the cards, so we're going to get straight into this reading. The first card we have, which is the situation of what's going on, we've got the major arcana here, we've got the Hangman. And the Hangman, it does literally talk about hanging around and waiting, okay? Now, it can be talking about waiting on a major decision. It may be that you have a decision to make. Or it may very well be that somebody in your life has a decision to make. It can also be like waiting for that epiphany to happen. But whatever this is talking about for you, we see you literally hanging around and waiting. It's either you, as I said, that has a decision to make here, or it's somebody else that you are focusing on or dealing with. Now, up here for how the other person that you may be thinking about is feeling, we have another major arcana here. We have Temperance. And Temperance talks about finding balance and having that even flow. It may very well be that the other person is trying to find some balance here within their own thoughts or in connection with this relationship. Temperance can talk about having a clear long-term vision of what you want, but not rushing, choosing to take one's time. And that may be why you are literally hanging around at the moment. Because the person you're dealing with or you're in a relationship with may very well have this vision of how they want this relationship to be or where they want it to go. But like I said, they're not choosing to rush things along. Now, down here, in things that you may need to consider here, okay, aspects of this relationship, we have the Three of Wands. Now, the Wands is to do with our actions, okay? That's what the fire energy is all about. It is reversed. It can talk about how it can talk about some misunderstandings within a relationship, but it can also talk about some delays. It's like this man, he knows exactly what he wants. He's set, he's put the seeds down, if you like, for what he wants. But there's a delay with it coming to him, which is like what I spoke about with that Temperance card. How the person you're involved with or thinking about may very well, as I said, they've put the seeds down for this relationship. But at the moment, there's some delays with the progression of it. It can sometimes talk about the need for compromise here. There may be some aspects within this relationship whereby you may need to bend a little bit, or the other person may need to. It may be that you are wanting to speed things up. Because you may very well be feeling in limbo here. Feeling that you are literally hanging around, waiting for the other person to come to their conclusion, or to make a decision here, or to start progressing in moving things along. Now, down here, we have the Empress card, which is number 3 in the Major Arcana. And this has fallen in the position of what is going to help or hinder with this situation. The Empress card is an energy. It can talk about emotional extremes. It can talk about somebody that on one hand is very nurturing and very loving. And then on the other hand can suffer bouts of emotional blackmail. It can talk about how a home environment or the environment within a relationship can start to feel quite stifling. It can talk about an element of confusion in which way a relationship should go. The thing is here, like I said, I feel that you are very much in limbo at the moment. You are waiting on somebody else to push this relationship forward, or to give an indication on how it's going to progress. And it may very well be creating this confusion within you. It may very well be making you go through these emotional extremes, because you may not be very clear as to whether this person is going to move things along or not. Now here we have the Queen of Pentacles, which I do see as you being Taurus and being earth energy, okay? And this has fallen in the position of, other aspects or other developments within this relationship. The Queen of Pentacles is a very grounded energy. And the Queen, she is very loving. She's very caring. She's very nurturing. But it talks very much about wanting to put roots down, wanting to have that commitment, wanting to feel secure within this relationship. And it may very well be that at the moment there is an element of insecurity here. Because you're not quite sure on the other person. Now, the outcome card is very good. The outcome card is the 10 of Pentacles. And it can talk about that family unit. You've got the child here, you've got the couple here, you've got the father or grandfather. And it can talk about marriage and that family unit. And I think it's most likely that you can get this outcome with this relationship. But you may very well need to hang around a little bit longer. And you may need to give the other person the time they need to become clearer with how they're going to manifest this. Because I do feel the other person is wanting the same thing. There's just some delays here at the moment. They're not choosing to reach this destination in a hurry. I feel it's more about them wanting to be 100% sure here. And I think if you can accept the delays at the moment and not be too concerned that the delays are talking about a lack of interest from them, but the delays are more talking about them wanting to have that clear long-term vision. Them getting that balance on that. Them maybe getting that even flow within their own thoughts. And accepting that there may very well be some delays at the moment, but it doesn't mean you're not going to reach your goal. Because the goal you're wanting is that security, that commitment, that putting the roots down with somebody. And for the most likely outcome here, we can see that there with the 10 of Pentacles. But there's just some delays in reaching that. And I think if you can go with the delays and not allow them to create these emotional extremes on your part, then you can most definitely get this outcome. So Taurus, that does conclude your reading, okay? I want to thank you for liking, sharing and subscribing to my channel. I am sorry that some of these readings are late, but I have had a lot of private readings to do, and time just really hasn't been on my side. But like I always say, when the message comes through, that's the time you're meant to hear it, okay? I do feel that this is a very positive reading for you, okay? Most definitely. Yes. A very positive outcome here. You're just going to need to go with the flow, and you may very well have to hang around a little bit longer. But then, like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. And, you know, with that earth energy that you have, you know, the earth energy does go at a slower pace. And you are a very grounded energy. It may very well be that it's the other person that's trying to speed things up here. And that it's you that's wishing to take your time. It could go either way here. But I do see a positive outcome there with that Ten of Pentacles. So thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.